ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn làkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn làkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò o.
As you can see, they are shooting our people. They are shooting our people. They are shooting our people. They have killed about 2 people. Our 2 people are down now. 2 boys are down on ground already.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome to Maiyegun's Diary Political this morning. This is Maiyegun Live. I've not had time to really, speak on the attack on the indigenous people of Biafra, the Ipob members in Eneme, in Enugu. But a lot has been said already by so many people that have come out to condemn this. But I will be a bit more on that today. And I'm also going to pick up on this the raging topic where one of your favorites, Femi Fani Kayode, the man that has been in politics for years, the man that has been a 2-time minister, the man that when you want to ask a question from, you must be very careful so that you don't ask stupid question. The typical elite, the typical braggadocio, empty barrels, elite in Nigeria, scumbags, scavengers, pickpockets, people who lived off you, and they always look down on you simply because they feel privileged all the time. It becomes ironical when you see people who have took advantage of, of you, of participating in the governance of the country, contributed to the wreck and the damages and the destruction that we are talking about today. It is ironical whenever they turn around to suddenly become your saviors, your lords and saviors, people who want to save you from their peers. And when you ask them questions, please don't ask stupid questions. Empty barrels. They can only function in a country like Nigeria. And, you know, they can whip the emotional, the normal emotional sentiment of, well, I was just upset. I was this, I was that. Then if that doesn't work, they can turn it to, oh, is it because I'm a Christian? Is that why you are attacking me? Or is it because I'm from the Southwest and all of that? So they play all those cards, and the idiots who listen to them, who actually respect people like that, will tell you, my friend, he says someone is fighting for us, he can be angry. I know, I understand. That is why they are your leaders. The man spoke down. Look at that video. I'm going to play you that video today, and I'm going to let you know that that wasn't a slip. Although Femi Fani Kayode has come out to apologize, he said he was sorry for reacting that way, especially using the word stupid. Okay, that solves it, doesn't it? Yeah, it solves it. Let's move on. Abi? Yes, we'll talk about that today. Okay. And I'm going to also tell you today, some of you, the educated mumus, the educated morons, the obedient fools, the humbled slaves, the sophisticated morons, the Babasopes, the Lagos Abobakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris. How are you guys? How you doing? It will shock you to know that your slave master, Tifnumbu Jaga Bandit, the Jagawiri of Lagos, the chief Agbero of Yoruba land, he never really believed in one Nigeria. Did you know that? He never did believe. He never believed. None of those who are in charge of Nigeria believed in one Nigeria. But the only, marketable commodity in Nigeria today is to say you support one Nigeria, then you will join the venture. Do you get that now? But when you leave power, when you are no longer in power, you can then go back and say, I don't believe in one Nigeria again, the back and forth ones, Yeah, Tinubu didn't believe in one Nigeria. So the moment he doesn't have his presidential whatever in 2023, some of you, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the bond slaves, the Buhari idiots, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the sophisticated morons, the Babasopes, the Lagos Abobakus. Some of you are going to end up shouting Oduduwa Republic. Abi? Yes, they will tell you to start shouting that soon. And some of you will begin to shout that soon. Because it is a negotiating tool in the hands of the criminals that you all worship. It doesn't believe in it. It doesn't believe in it. Okay? And they are all the same. Listen to this before I even show you something else. Listen to this for you to know that they are all the same. Internet will never forget. Today, we no longer rely on NTA. We are no longer relying on their whatever of their paid medias. Those who try to launder their images, they try to whitewash them, clean them up. But we, the grave diggers, we are the. You see, let me tell you, on the temple of here at the Temple of Truth, Maiyegun General political platform, is a place whereby we are more or less like the grave diggers. We dig graves. We uproot things. We remind them things. We tell them that, listen, you may tell people you have changed, but we know you haven't. They change with the weather. But who are the victims? You, they are believers, they are defenders. The gullible ones, I would say. But you choose to be, because they speak to your own appeal, I say. But I'm going to play this El-Rufai's video about the Southern Kaduna killing. You see the killings in Southern Kaduna, they have limited it to clashes. Shebi, when two people clash, you go see casualties here and there. Now, they said the reason why they are killing people in Southern Kaduna is simply because some Fulanis were killed. We never heard about that. We didn't see the bodies. But El-Rufai get an answer. Then I'll take you back to our uncle, brother FFK, Femi Fani Kayode. Abi? Some said we should not call him Fani Kayode, we should call him Femi Fani Kayode. You must have seen that online too. Easy, very quick. But listen to El-Rufai first before we go back to our uncle, FFK.
Report we got is that over 130 people were killed, not even 66. Okay? And the Fulani leaders have provided the names of all these people. We have the list, we will release it to the press. And I don't want to be gross, but we can release pictures of the people killed and how the army had to be there to help bury them 2 days after they were killed because the bodies were decomposing. But some people are being irresponsible. They are pretending this has not happened because it does not fit their ethnic or partisan narrative. It is totally irresponsible. This can happen to any one of us. And the day we stop sanctifying human life, the day we begin to think that one life is more important for headlines than another, this country is finished. Because every human being has equal capacity for good and evil. And part of the reason why I went out and was appealing for calm is because I know that those that lost their relations can take the law into their own hands unless they see that the government is doing something. This is why you see the CP rushing to court to arraign people, to send a message that we are prosecuting those that did this, so don't take the law into your own hands. Everyone is capable of retaliation. It is not a matter of pride in a civilized society for you to say, I can retaliate, or I'm retaliating, or this is a reprisal attack. I'm surprised that some people even mention that with pride, that these people were killed, so we did reprisal attack, and they're still working the streets. We are going to go after them. All these people will face the laws of Kaduna State.
For some of you listening or who just listen or watch that video, you will think he's talking about the Fulani terrorists killing people right now in Kaduna. He's actually talking about the media that refused to report the news that there are some 130 Fulanis killed by other Christians in southern Kaduna. Okay? And then he's now trying to put it out there that the Fulanis that were killed, we can't find their body. He said the military went there after 2 days to bury them. 130 people buried secretly, but they have names. Okay, that's what he said. Meanwhile, the southern Kaduna people who have been killed, the children, the women, the men, and the people displaced, we have seen pictures, we have seen videos, but we have not seen videos or pictures of the 130. So they are now killing people in southern Kaduna because they said some people killed 130 Fulanis in southern Kaduna. Okay? So the way you see, the police arraigned some people. The people arraigned are those who are self-defending themselves in Kaduna. The Christians in Kaduna arrested for self-defense. They are now being prosecuted for the crisis in southern Kaduna. So the governor is prosecuting them for defending themselves. They are now being prosecuted for the death of 130 Fulanis that they buried. Nobody's seen their body. Nobody's seen their names, but he has a name. But this is what our darling uncle FFK, I know he's watching me. He does watch Maiyegun's diary. It will shock you if you get to know. He does watch Maiyegun's diary. And there are many. I know he's watching too. Listen, we know who you are. You are not different from, let me put it out this way. Femi Fani Kayode is not different from all other privileged children of today's politicians. When you see in the next 10 years, you will begin to see the children of the likes of Tinubu. You have been seeing their children now anyway in politics, Abi, and in other places, Abi. Femi Fani Kayode, among his father's children, Remi Fani Kayode, his father, among his father's children, right? He happened to be the only one who seemed to be trained and raised in that kind of aristocratic, background, with that kind of aristocratic background, where he is raised to believe that he can be governor, He can be president. He can be anything in the project Nigeria. That's how he was raised. Okay, Fani Kayode, and he's lived up to that all his life. He was sent to the best school in England. He was sent to the best school in America. He received the best and the best of the best training to prepare him as an aristocrat, so that it will be a material to replace his own father, aristocratic father. His father was a very prominent politician too, very, 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 very loud, very, very, confrontational too, confident, and then never yielding. Okay, but he was part of the project Nigeria from the start. So that is who Femi Fani Kayode is. Femi Fani Kayode can trigger now and begin to abuse Tinubu. Do not fall for that. Okay? Because they all belong to the same category of fake aristocrats, this elite, these criminals, pickpockets. So if he tells you he's fighting on your behalf, he is not fighting on your behalf. He needs to do something for the same elite who are in power today to know that he is still there. And he's doing fine. Listen to him. Some of you don't even know, or maybe you forgot, or maybe you choose not to remember, that Femi Fani Kayode is also a foundational member of APC. He is one of those who ganged up then. And it was because they said that Jonathan snubbed him. Okay? I know some of you get short memories like them, but your leaders get short fuse. They get short fuse in their brain that always spark. They are not normal. They are mad people. Femi Fani Kayode said he gets short fuse in his head that sparks. I have short fuse. You will listen to that soon, okay? So, you may have short memory, but I don't. And the internet never forgets. Femi Fani Kayode, Atiku Abubakar, Bukola Saraki, Kwakwanso, Rotimi Amechi, Bola Tinubu of Lagos, by the way, right? And others were the foundational members of, including El Rufaya, Kaduna, Kaduna Littlefinger. Among those other terrorists who come together to make Buhari your president. And I'm not joking. This is not a make-up story. Uncle Femi, do you remember this video? I know you are watching now. Watch this.
The only way forward for this country, for each and every one of us now, is to join hands with the APC governors, join hands with Buhari, with Tinubu, join hands with Nuhu Ribadu, El Rufai, and all the others, and Samanda Isaiah, and so many others, and move this country forward and fight the PDP.
I didn't say that. Okay? I didn't say that. He said it. You heard him. Before the whole tirade began, they were in the same boat together. We both need to join hands. We need to join hands with Tinubu. We need to join hands with Ribadu. We need to join hands with Buhari, Rufai. We need to join hands with everybody to move this country forward. When the council make man go sit down for, or maybe they tell us go manage for boot. When they want to move the country forward, the vehicle of the country, they told him to go and sit for boot. The guy vexed, story changed, and he became human rights defenders. And luckily, Jonathan, who was looking for anything that time, grabbed Fani Kayode. Before you know it, Fani Kayode changed story. Jonathan became the person that would defeat. All of a sudden, the narrative of all these jihadists, these terrorists, all this stuff, and all of that. Now we with FFK, they inside the boat, seeing that this is not jihadist, but he was doing it for himself then. Unfortunately, Jonathan lost. When Jonathan lost, we realized that Baba no do all those shouting, that change of story, that change of gear in the middle of election, switch over right away and fitting straight up, and he started fighting press. Anytime where the press ask and say, Baba, what's happen now? Who they sponsor you? Baba go vex. So it was after Jonathan lose the election that we realized that Femi Fani Kayode collected over 600 million naira from Dasuki, only what? To prosecute the 2015 election. Hey, so Baba collect money. So It wasn't that APC was a jihadi passe, but Baba needed that to make sure that the money paid by Jonathan is justified. And you and me, with the drag him on top Facebook, say, hey, I love Fani Kayode. He speak the truth. Fani Kayode is this, but na story, oh. Na story, na jobbing, na job. They don't job you. Suddenly. And when we say Nigeria is rotten, Nigeria is ruined, destroyed economically, security-wise, and in every starter, and we begin to mention names of those who are contributing to it, you will mention this guy. You know why? He is APC member. He's APC member. He's also a PDP member. Now, Nigeria will spoil. It's not that when you go to PDP states, they are enjoying 24-hour electricity. Not that when you go to any state controlled by PDP, they have security. Not that when you go to any PDP controlled state, not that their youth get job, not that they have good roads, or good hospitals, or good schools, or anything at all. They are all the same. All of them. But this guy started is Alagba for job. You know, when you do Alagba for in Yoruba land, you know, when you see all this, when you go to the laundry to wash your clothes and all of that, in Yoruba, we call them the Alagba for, the people that help you wash your clothes. They wash you, they scrub you, they make you look clean. He started his Alagba for job. He said he's doing a tour of PDP control states, so that he can just tell people how PDP is better, how they are better and living good life than the state control. So if Nigeria is terrible, my brother, go to PDP states. They are doing wonderfully well. I didn't even know they are doing this much. And someone asked him, the last time he went to, is it Nasarawa or where? They asked him, Baba, they call you, they say you be Dasauki now. Dasauki or Dusaki or Dasaki or whatever it is. Baba Dusaki. How much them pay you to come to this Nasarawa talk? Baba provoke. So all of you are complaining about the Cross River, the Calabar one. That one, a later one, a latest. I have a friend, I have one that happened during this same tour. He's going through PDP states, telling people, doing his press. Baba caught job for himself. He caught job for himself when PDP seems not to be serious. They are not serious. Baba just caught one tiny job for himself. He has millions of followers on social media, and he can tell them about PDP, how PDP lives are better, and the people living in PDP states are living better lives, blah, 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 blah. And he managed to get few other guys who could pay. So they ask him, Baba, you be Dasuki or Dusiki or Dasaki? Baba Dusaki, would they pay you to come here, come tell us, say, PDP better for this place, or we are having a live that you will come from Lagos, then pay you, come talk. Baba provoke, listen to him. Now, waiting to be this.
Hello, your question is a very insulting question to me. And if I had known that this is what you wanted to ask me, I would ask you not to ask me that kind of stupid question. I've been in politics since 1990. I was brought into politics by Marafa Sokoto. You understand me? Alachi Maro Shinkapi. I've been in politics for many years. I've been in this game. I've been a minister twice. I've been spokesman to the president for 3 years. And I've been a leading member of the opposition, the resistance, over the last 5 years. And a day has not passed that I have not spoken about what I felt was going wrong in this country, because that is what opposition is meant to do, and that is what was done to the PDP by the APC when PDP was in power. You understand me? For you to use the word, or anybody, including Yari, I never read that. But if you're right, even for you to repeat that to me, can I please respond to you? Even for you to repeat that to me, sponsored at my level, by who? For what? I will speak against Yari free of charge any day, anytime. I am FFK. Do you understand me? I take on presidents. I don't take on former governors. He's an irritant to me. And let me tell you, since you asked me about it, let me tell you why I feel so bad. Because I don't know him from Adam. If he entered here, I won't even know it's him. The reason why I feel pained by him, and my comments about him predate the ascension of this government. My attacks on it predate the ascension of this government. Are you following me? But let me tell you why I feel so bad. If it had been a governor from my state, Osun State, or a governor from the south that subjected his people to the sort of things Yari subjected the people of Zamfara to for all those years, I would have been even harder. I would have hit him every day. I would not let him sleep at night. And I will condemn him. Because anybody that will allow that amount of blood to be spilled under his watch, and anybody that is facing the sort of allegations, 19 petitions, 19 very serious ones, which for some reason the FCC refused to act on. Hopefully they will act on it now. There have been a few changes. The pillaging, the butchery.
Shut up, Pooh. Shut up, Pooh. The pillaging, if it has happened in Osun State, he is from Osun State too. That was the state, the only state in Nigeria bankrupted by a Yoruba man. His name is Rauful Aregbemubana. That is the state the Joker is from. He went to Zamfara. As they don't put for they put for bowl for him. Put one squishy on the side. He's talking jargons. If he was a Yoruba, God, the Yoruba land he came from is a jungle right now. For some of you who don't have an idea. If they tell you that the people who are graduate, educated people who are now jobless, riding Okada, right, jumping keke marua, were working as casual workers, casual laborers at different Chinese labor factories in Yoruba land. That idiot is talking. Oh, Egbon, you be idiots. So if you get to see this video, I hope you see it. So you can brag because it is only in Nigeria your likes will ever function or ever even exist and even be so proud that you even exist. Privileged boy. Then as if that wasn't enough, he continued his tour of South this time around to go and see his brother. He went to where is that Obaino Day? That guy that is dressing like what do they call this? Uzobu masquerade or something like that. Where is he from? Then the next day he went to Calabar. They asked him again, Baba. If some of you are asking, what is the question now? Which question they ask him now? Let's hear the question now. Well, I managed to grab it somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Just a moment. But before that, I will come back to that, okay? Let me take you through what he said in, he said it's in Calabar, I don't know, wherever it was. Listen to this.
That. Which bankroll? To do what? Who can give me money for anything? Who do you think you're talking to? Sorry, sir. Bankroll what? Go and report yourself to your publisher. Bankroll what? Please don't insult me here. Okay, I don't want to take any questions from this man. Okay. Very stupid. I could see from your face before you got here how stupid you are. Don't ever talk to me like that. Who do you think you're talking to? Bankroll who? You think that I'm one of those ones you'll be from who? From how? When? Where? How? You have a small mind. Very small mind. Don't judge me by your own standards. I've been in politics since 1990. I'm not one of these politicians you think will just come. I've been locked up how many times by this government? Suffered. I've been persecuted. Unlike most of the politicians you follow for brown envelope. You. Don't ever judge me by that standard. I spend, I don't take. And I'm not a poor man. I've never been and I will never be. Bankroll how? Don't ever suggest that to me. I'm sorry that it was deeply insulting. I don't often get annoyed in press conferences. I've been doing this type of thing for many, many years. Don't you ever make that kind of suggestion to me.
Sorry, sir. Thank you, sir, for your time.
Bankroll who, a former minister, a lawyer.
Sorry, sir. He got his language. Sorry, sir.
Don't ever try that with me again. No. Don't, please. See me well. Don't ever. All right? I have a short fuse. Okay?
Sorry.
Don't.
Sorry, sir.
Try it with others. Don't. I won't just say right now, I will hit you hard. Don't. And if anybody sent you to ask that question and gave you brand new, go and tell them you got more than they bargained for to do it.
Sorry, sir.
Very rude. It's not the standard of daily trust at all. And I will report you to your publisher. Thank you.
Sorry, sir.
Any other questions?
No,
Bankrolling.
that's okay, sir. So sorry.
Imagine that.
So sorry, sir.
Somebody has been on the road for how long? You are coming to talk about that.
Sorry, sir.
Very stupid.
You guys should wait, please.
Did you hear that? You see your life. You see your life. I told you, see your life. That is the Nigeria journalist. They know if you talk, they know if you ask questions. If you do ask any stupid question, they always they script their press conferences to deceive themselves, deceive the whole country. You shouldn't ask any question that is outside the script, or else you will get the same treatment like Fani Kayode. Some of you have been asking, what is the question? There is no stupid question from journalists. If you are a public figure, or if you are a politician, there is no. Someone is sponsoring you. Why are you afraid to talk about that? So you just went on your own spree. And listen, see, this is the question. For some of you asking, what is the question? That is the question they're asking. The question was, sir, you said you have gone around 6 or 7 states to inspect projects undertaken by those governors. And now you are here in Cross River State, rounding off your 1-week visit to Governor Ayade. Who is bankrolling you? Charles asked. Egbon provoked. Egbon provoked, and you saw him there. That's what they do. Well, it's because it's Nigeria, and he has his own friends too, who are currently justifying that. Why are they asking stupid question? What kind of stupid question is that? What is stupid question? Laugh at it. What do you mean by bankrolling me? Yeah, then give an answer that at least give insight into what you are doing and how you are doing. You just come here to do alagba for criminal governors. And someone is asking you, said he's asking stupid question, and you threw off and the press conference ended like that. But listen, that can only happen in Nigeria. That is why they are so comfortable to continue to be who they are in Nigeria. But they won't be for long. They will not be. When the whole thing that is coming to consume them comes, Femi Fani Kayode will not be able to pretend that he is actually on your side. He will be consumed too. So listen to this. I'm going to use this clip to tell you that it's only in Nigeria that your politicians, the criminals, pretending to like you and work for you, can speak to you anyhow, or tell you as a journalist that you cannot ask me a stupid question. Listen to this.
To come and insult us with this whole rigmarole about how the Nigerians... What do you mean everybody is in charge of this place?
Is anybody in charge of this?
What are you trying? This is not Nigeria. You answer the question and forget about harassing me.
All right. I guess I will intervene. Yeah. Okay. I'll only intervene in this way. What I'll do is I'm going to ask, as I understand it,
yes,
ask your question.
Yes, you should answer my question.
Okay. All right. And then we'll move on from that.
Yes.
I guess I'm just. It's not to rephrase it. And I understand. I understand that you were offended by how it was asked. But I guess I asked at the stakeout when you last spoke to the president. No, you did. You did. I understand.
Don't ask his own.
No. Okay. I guess but to me there is a question of.
Is it your question?
It is my question.
If it's your question, go ahead and answer.
Okay, my question would be.
But I'll not answer
Right.
this.
My question would be if, and I heard the same interview on BBC. If, for these reasons, you haven't spoken with the president.
He's a very miserable fellow.
Don't insult me, Minister. Why would you say I'm miserable? Because I'm exercising my right as a Nigerian to ask you a question. You've been doing this for too long. You can't be insulting me. What do you mean I'm miserable? I think it is you that is miserable.
Come to Nigeria and help sort out the place. Why are you?
Why not? Why not? And it's going to be a matter of time.
All right. I'm going to rephrase the question so we can answer it. It may, sadly, I'm told by a colleague that it may be the last question because you have to go to the airport. But I will ask it, and hopefully we'll get an answer. I have some Darfur questions too, but we'll stick with this one. If both legally and just sort of in a common sense way, in the way that most ministers take their direction from their president or prime minister. If you haven't spoken with the president since he's been in Saudi Arabia, what do you say to those that say that you don't have a mandate? You said that you're on autopilot, but you also say that you wish you'd received his guidance on some issues. There's been the issue of the hijacker and the U.S.'s response to it. Various things have come up. Do you feel that you have a mandate? Can you read the president's mind? Do you acknowledge that there's some issues about whether you have the correct mandate at this time?
Well, let's put it this way. Under our constitution, ministers do not see.
Do you see how they humbled him there? Do you see how he was humbled? If he was in Nigeria, all he would need to do is either to walk out or do something like this to his security, and they will begin to beat that journalist who happens to be our own, darling, our own favorite, Omoyele Sowore. And you saw the challenge there. Why don't you come to Nigeria and do it? Omoyele Sowore is in Nigeria right now, asking them to shift and then let him do it. What are they doing now? They want to kill him. How many of you are already killing him on social media? Some of you were saying the same thing. Same thing. Your criminal minister then is not the minister anymore, and I think he's dead as well, right? The minister then, because he had that power at the time, he was challenging Sowore. Why don't you come back to Nigeria and do it? That was the same thing many of you were asking him back then. When he returned to Nigeria, you have him in Nigeria right now. You cannot join him to do it. Can you? No. That's who they are. Privileged criminals. They are. And you know what I mean? Privileged criminals they are. And they are only surviving based on your own gullibility most of the time. And that is why today, Fani Kayode will be the moral speaker. Someone who can, vituperate and do all of that, seamlessly. And at the same time, he can switch because he has a short fuse in his brain, just like his own very other people, very other colleagues that they call themselves the elite, bunch of criminals. It's going about PDP state. People are living in those states too. When they tell you that there is poverty, there is unemployment, there is underdevelopment, there is corruption, stealing and looting, you don't go far. It's not just Abuja. Your criminals are living with you. They are driving in a convoy of cars. You see them every day. And then when you turn on your TV, they are the common faces your governors, your your governors, your House of Assembly members, the local government administrators, the councillors, the commissioners, the SAs, the PAs, the contractors, the churches, the mosques, and the rest of them that are working hand in hand with every thief in every locality in Nigeria, whether PDP, APC, APGA, OGA, ONGA, and whatever you want to call it. They are all the same. So Femi Fani Kayode, the one that is going to preach this and we have to, one Nigeria. We have to move this country forward. Here we are, is there 1 week in Ayade. You saw all the pictures and all the videos. See them? The party, Corona party in Cross River State. You forget, we saw all of that for Calabar. Don't worry, we saw that. They were hosting him. So someone now asked, who they sponsor you? Who they give you money to do this? Or you just do, what do they do, Seth? You come here to inspect projects. You are hosted by the state government. They put you in a hotel. They put your wife in a hotel. They put people you brought with you in the hotel. Pay for their food. Pay for their hotel. Probably they gave you some money and you are angry at a brown envelope journalist. Are you not a brown envelope hustler yourself? Is that not what? Oh, sorry. They don't give him his own money in brown envelope. They give his own money in Ghana must go. They will say, yeah, take him, put him inside boot. They say, my governor, you have done so well for your people. You are such a wonderful, great man. See how much you have done for your people. I will tell them, I will tell my millions of followers on social media that you have done well. Baba don't become influencer. He became influencer for PDP governors now. PDP state influencer. It goes there. And, something that What's be this guy's name for Facebook? I mean, for Twitter. Some of these boys on Twitter that do influencers or something. They will come to your state, right? You will give them car, you will give them security, and then they will drive them to wherever you're having your shoddy project, criminal project, and all of that. They will take pictures, take videos, and they will share them on social media. They will say, wow, I had me, they fall for them sometimes. I don't feel like, I they fall for some of the pictures or all the influencers. So Fani Kayode don't collect his own dough. Can't they do influencer job on social media? So me, we want to look for people where at least any little better thing where they do anywhere. I grab them. I say, hey, oh boy, see this big project in Cross River. Oh, see this new beautiful road in Zamfara. Wow. Oh, meanwhile, they don't job us. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. So, Egbon, we know say now hustle you they do, but tell people that you are just hustling. Those who have it here today, they will tell you they are the best. And those who don't have it today, they will tell you they can do better. But the funniest part is, just like this Tinubu's cutout, a newspaper interview in 1997. 2 years later, Tinubu became governor of Lagos State. Some of you have seen this picture, or this newspaper interview from 1997, where Tinubu said, I don't believe in one Nigeria. He was honest. He was being honest. You know why? For those of you who may have short fuses in your brains too, short memories and short, think, or maybe deliberately chose to be dumb and stupid to the truth. Are you with me? Tifnumbu and the rest of Afeni, let me put my face on the side so that you can see me. Tinumbu, let me use this one here, this one. So Tinumbu, you see this Tinumbu that you are now calling your leader, he became prominent simply because he's a member of a Yoruba socio-political group called Afenifere that later turned to Afenifebi. Afenifere were on the mandate of June 12. That was how they became prominent. You know, Nadeko changed to Afenifere. So when they changed to Afenifere, one of their demand to be part of, they were demanding to break away from Nigeria. They said Yoruba will break away from Nigeria. One of their demand for peace, for them to still remain part of Nigeria, is that if Yorubas must be part of Nigeria, military must go, then Yoruba man must be president. So that is the only thing that will make them stay in Nigeria. That is ahead of 1999. All of that time, you know where Tifnumbu dey? In the Chicago, they London, they shot to Inofi enter Nigeria. So some of you are laughing at Nnamdi Kanu today. Nnamdi Kanu, that your government wanted to kill in Nigeria, and now away, it was what Tifnumbu also wrote on. Tifnumbu ran away from Nigeria because he said the military wanted to kill him. So from outside Nigeria, they interviewed him. Tinubu said, I don't believe in one Nigeria. He believed in Afenifere demand. And the Afenifere's demand was a new constitution, independent Yoruba land, or Yoruba land will be our own independent region in a way, even if we have to be part of Nigeria. That was their demand, though. Tinubu from abroad was supporting that. You know what happened? 2 years later, when the military left, boom, the guy became governor of Lagos State. When he became governor of Lagos State, he became one Nigeria merchant because he then saw that maybe he could even be the president. So he destroyed the vehicle that brought him to that government house. AD, Alliance for Democracy, was the party that the Yorubas, the Yoruba political class of that era, most of them went for. Okay, AD, Alliance for Democracy. When Tinubu became governor, and it was time for them to cut AD to pieces, he quickly sacrificed that. Abi, he kept Lagos. That's how he became a regional champion today. And if the same Tinubu is back to tell you that it is for one Nigeria, it is because he had just 2 more years to be sure if he's going to be president or not, or else it's just going to be area scatter scatter, yam pepper scatter scatter, ishuata yon yon. You see those who are abusing you for Oduduwa Republic today, those who are attacking you, calling you names, and the rest of those who actually don't really believe in what you're doing, they are going to join you. You will begin to see APC, Buhari Dins, and the Buhari Didiris, the Buhari Denotus, and the Buhari Dijatus. And then you will begin to see some Buhari Shukus too, the Ngozi Harris, the Uneka Harris. You will begin to see all their uncles, aunties abroad, the Mumu Madus, the Bele lecturers, and the Mumu lecturers. The Buhari Idiot clan from South and Southwest, they will begin to attack APC. It goes shock you now. Be on the lookout. I grabbed this. I want to read it to you just before I go this morning. It's very interesting that, it actually caught my attention, and I think I should share that with you. It is about the Fulani taxes and raids. Caught out from something I won't tell you now, okay? So this was back in the colonial times. In it was cut out from historical documentation of 1902. It said wherever a Fulani army had been, it left a depopulated desert. Greed was one of the chief characteristics of the new dynasty, and tax after tax was enforced upon the people, so that at the present day, there is no conceivable trade and no profession which has not its own special tax. Every form of handicraft, the dyers, the weavers, blacksmiths, etc., was taxed. Even the collectors of honey in the woods paid their dole to the chiefs, and there exists, I believe, a complete system of death duties. Though only some 80 or 90 years have passed since the Fulani conquest, the decadence, which was already apparent in the time of Bath, had reached its extreme before the end of the 19th century. Bribery, corruption, and extortion marked the so-called administration of justice, whilst the multiplication of harems and the growth of a large class of idle princes led to nepotism and imposition of tax after tax to meet the necessities of the rulers and their idle sons and relatives. No man's life was safe. Common people were killed without compunctions. Notables were removed by poison or secret murder. Trade was paralyzed by extortionate levies and rendered difficult by the insecurity. That is just a shortcut out to tell you that whatever you are experiencing today in Nigeria, led by a jihadist, Boko Haram, as the president, and every other machineries is put in place, everything you read there is the textbook definition and replica of what you are experiencing today. That was 100 years ago, over 100 years ago. Someone was writing from the experience of the people conquered by the Fulanis, as they call them, in the northern part of Nigeria. They impose tax, and when they cannot, when you refuse to pay, they invade you. They kill you. Some will be killed by, some were killed by poisoning them, notable people. And that is what is going on in southern Kaduna. That is what is going on in every part of northeastern part of Nigeria right now, where they felt like some people are still holding on to some land that were supposed to be theirs. Think. I have this picture from someone who felt concerned and said, El-Rufai, please stop killing us. What are you doing to stop the killings in southern Kaduna? El-Rufai is fighting shadow because he is that northern governor accused of being the commander of Boko Haram in Nigeria, and they are now intimidating my Lafia, the former CBN deputy governor, so that told us that truth about the sponsor of Boko Haram and every other jihadists in the northern part of Nigeria today, their commander, and that pointed that. So this is what I want to touch on before I go. It's very important, the next 10 minutes. This happened in Eneme.
As you can see, they are shooting our people. They are shooting our people. They are shooting our people. They have killed about 2 people. Our 2 people are down now. 2 boys are down on ground already.
Now, you cannot do that and not expect some repercussions for that. You have been doing it and getting away with it. It doesn't make any sense to me that the Nigerian system continued to kill the indigenous people of Biafra who are peacefully gathering and protesting for what we call their own country. Unarmed, peaceful, non-violent, and you unleash that such weaponry on them, and they turn around to say 2 DSS officials were killed. Killed with what? You went to a school where people gathered to pray. They were praying. That's what they were doing. They were praying. And you went there with intention of killing them. That was the intention. You could see that in the video. Did you? That was the intention. Kill everybody you see there, intimidate them until they are unable to group. And that is what they are doing to the Southerners in Cameroon right now as well. State-sponsored execution, state-sponsored genocide, state-sponsored massacre, state-sponsored killings of the people that are targeted and endangered in the same country that is supposed to be one. State-sponsored. Now, you said 2 officials were killed. First, I never knew that DSS get patrol vehicle. Do you? Do you know that DSS get a patrol vehicle? I don't know that. I didn't know that DSS now do patrol like police, like the military. They do patrol now, whereby if they see anybody who gathered anywhere, they are now telling people that you need permission. How long do we need to tell you that even your court has ruled many times that you don't need any goddamn permission to group peacefully anywhere in Nigeria? It is your right. But we have seen many of you deliberately, I know, not that you don't know, I know some of you don't, but we have seen many of you deliberately asking again, they need permission from who? Do you need a permission to go to your church? Does your church need a permission to, to open their doors for you when there is no pandemic? And if your church opened their door, or your mosque, if they open the door of your mosque for you, and the government has the right to come in there and start shooting you because you did not take permission from them, does that make any sense to you? Because that is what happened. DSS on patrol. When did DSS begin to patrol streets? When do you begin to see DSS people on the street? Because that is what suited their narrative. As if that was not enough, they said the Ipob members that attacked, that's what they said, they attacked and killed 2 DSS officials. They were in group. They gathered together to be trained in martial arts. What the fuck is that? Number one, they have no gun. They have no nothing to attack you. They were not even attacking anybody. You attacked them, killed 21 of them, shoot them like they are criminals. Then you turn around to say the people that you killed were those who are being trained on martial art. So being trained on martial art, is that now a terrorist act? So all these judo or taekwondo schools in Nigeria, are they going to shut down, or are you going to go there and kill people being trained in martial art? Nigeria is a joke, I swear, a dead joke. Because I don't know how you can match all this together and say, oh, we started killing them because they are being trained in martial arts. What the fuck is that? And that is exactly what happened. Now we will begin to pick bodies soon. Let me tell you something. Some of you who have been staying aloof for a long time, some of you have been feeling like it is none of your business. Some of you have been saying they deserve it. Some of you are even calling that they should keep more of them. You are just not smart. Let me tell you this. They have been killing them. They have been seeing their young brothers, their sisters, their mothers, their fathers being slaughtered, humiliated, tortured by the Nigerian government. Secretly, that many of you don't even know or believe. So if you think, now that they say they are going to defend themselves, and when they defend themselves, you will know, Nigeria will feel it. So you think, oh, they will just kill all of them. Where is the war? Is Nnamdi Kanu going to send them weapon? This and that and all those blah blah gibberish you are jibing on social media. Let me tell you something. You will be the one that will be shocked, not them anymore. They have been living with that every day of their lives. Every day they have been living like they can get killed simply because they are Igbos. Just simply because you are Igbo. You can get killed by the security in Nigeria. You can get framed up for anything. You can get prosecuted for anything simply because you are Igbo. You are Igbo. So they have been living with that all their lives. Many of them, millions of them, by the way, they have adjusted. They have managed to adjust to that life, while others are trying to say, no, we will not adjust to this life. Those are the ones you think will die. They have been killing them. Just the same way they have been killing many people from your own tribe too. You just haven't paid attention. So they say they are going to harm themselves. You want to turn to preacher on social media. You lily liver coward. Lily liver coward. These are people that are being summarily arrested on no or committance of any offense, summarily arrested. Many of them are now being locked up in different illegal cells across Nigeria on trumped up charges that eventually was simply because they are Igbos. And you are now saying, if they start going after those security agents themselves, can they fight war? They have been living in war. You haven't really left your own small town to go see things, have you? Maybe you should. If you go there, just pack your bag now. Go on a tour. Go on a tour. Go now. At least take a tour to the end of Calabar. Cross the Niger. Keep going. Then you will understand the type of Nigeria that you are living in. But they have not told you. You are living in a polarized, divided, deadbeat country. But they have not told you. And you have not even tried to find out. You have not tried to find out. They killed them. If you go on YouTube right now, just type it there that Ipob versus police death. Police killing Ipob members. Type it into Google. You will see millions of links that's going to point you at one thing. They have always been endangered. So if they are going to say, oh, what did they do that they have started shooting them now? What did they do? Nothing. So you now think, now that they will deal with those who are dealing with them, then they should be worried. Hey, they will just kill all your people. They have been killing them, my dear. And they want to end it. That is why they are asking to go their way. We want to leave. That's what they said. Let's go. Leave us alone. We will leave you alone. Let us leave. Let us go. You are killing us. We can't talk about it. We can't fight for it. We will never get justice here. And every day, it gets worse and worse and worse. It wasn't. Let us go. And you think that they will kill them again? It's going to be the big news. No. You know what will be the news now? What will be the news is when your police goes missing. When your military officers start going missing. When hundreds and hundreds and thousands of them start going missing. Their bodies not found. Then that will be what will be the news then. The news won't be Nigerian military killed Ipob. That will no longer be new. It won't be news. What will be news is when your military and your police officers and every other security, they know them. They say it. We know them. We just haven't received the order to go after them. They live in their communities. They live within the Igbo land too. They know where they are. They know their family members. They know their friends. They know where they said they just haven't received the order to deal with them. So what will become the news is not that they killed Ipob members. That will not be the news anymore. Some of you have been reading that. You have been justifying it, Abi. You have been laughing. You have been saying, yes, they deserve it. Kill all of them. They are terrorists. Fine. You are used to that, yeah? What you are not used to is to say, 300 policemen missing in the entire Southeast in October alone. In November, 800 police officers plus military men, civil defense, and some DSS, they are missing. 800 DK in the entire Southeast. If they post you to Southeast, you will resign from police force. Then that will be the news. And that is what you are not prepared for. Because some of you still think it's going to be a guerrilla. Yeah, Abi? Just wait for it. You watch them massacre harmless people. People who have done nothing. They have not attacked anybody. They have not kidnapped anybody. They have not killed anybody. They have not even destroyed any property. You call them terrorists. And you begin to hunt them, kill them, arrest them. Trump up charges and lock them up. But those who are killing people, those who are cutting off heads, those who are entering villages and massacring people, you are rehabilitating them. You are giving them money. Offering them education. Sending them back into the society. No court prosecution. No jail term. Just free passage. In the same country. We go here on. Because this is what I see. Some of you are looking for miracle. I've got one session for you. Miracle will not work. Prayers will not work. What will work is the common sense. Nigeria is deliberately killing the Igbos. They are deliberately killing Igbos and killing them systematically, and also killing anyone who try to speak up and ask them to stop. Miracle that you're looking for. Maybe you will find it here. Let's try it.
For those that have 50 euros, rush forward. For those that have 50 euros, quickly rush forward. Rush forward. For those that have 15 euros, rush out quickly. Quickly. For those that have 50 euros. And if you don't have 50 euros, rush with 20 euros. Quickly. Come and put it in the hat. Quickly. Karabo Shantala Baba. Send down fire. Holy Ghost fire. Send down fire. Oh, send down fire. The Holy Ghost fire. Send down fire. Holy Ghost fire. Send down fire. Fire. Holy Ghost fire.
Amen. Amen. I hope the fire of liberation, the fire of righteousness, openness, and the fire that will open up your mind, your subconscious mind, to reason right, to think right, and to do the right thing. Do not be deceived by their lies. Do not be deceived by their craft or their own acts. But let me be honest with you. Be more convinced by what you see and what you can judge, and do not be confused by the manipulation and trickery that they bring to bear when they are coming for you. I hope I'm not speaking in a little bit confused state there. I was trying to be in spirit on the platform, and on the platform of truth today. They are who they are. When we see through them, we speak up. We call them out, simply because not calling them out before now has emboldened them, made them more kind of confident and all that. But same cannot be said of your own memories too, because your memories are lapsing and you are allowing them to continue to drive the narrative. Kick them out. End the whole contraption. Save lives. Break it up. If not now, when? If not you, who? I will leave you with that today. Good morning. I'll see you again later today.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Chai! Now, wow. People wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, Maiyegun don't come, my people make we shout, Maiyegun don't come, Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, Maiyegun don't come, this one not the off in mind. And in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder. Maiyegun don't come. My people make we shout. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun diary political. Maiyegun don't come. This one not the off in mind. Maiyegun don't come. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you